When he's working hard to support his two kids. This is his son. And he goes to work and he does everything that he's supposed to be doing. And he goes beyond for these kids. And I know he didn't do this. I know. Does he have to? And I know he didn't do this. And it just makes me mad because you know what? They don't even call me, but they call my daughter. They let my daughter call me, but they won't even get on the phone to tell me where they're at. I want to know where my granddaughter's at, and I want to know where my daughter's at.
As you can see, she was very worked up, very passionate. She was shaking. She was very confused because she said that Leslie went out for wipes and diapers with her daughter, and she just didn't know why they didn't return. Then she started seeing all this on social media. She also addressed a lot of his Facebook things that Nicole was talking about earlier, that he is very pro-gun and maybe anti-government. She said that that's not reflective of him. She said this absolutely could not be Leslie, her Leslie. She says that they got the wrong guy, but as we heard earlier in the DPS conference, that this was forensically linked to Leslie. So still a lot of questions left to be answered, and of course we'll bring you all of that as it comes in. Reporting live in Glendale, Marcy Jones, Fox 10 News.
Marcy, thank you out there. And we've heard two different family members now defending this man, and we haven't heard a whole lot about the evidence DPS has. I would assume in the coming days we'll learn much more about more specific evidence that DPS has in this case. Silent Witness taking a lot of tips on the Freeway shooter, but how exactly does Silent Witness work? And how do you really stay anonymous if you have a tip? Well, it turns out the program has a very interesting system for keeping tipsters' identities hidden.
We never ask for your number, and we pay a service not to have caller ID. There is no way for us to track who's calling. We don't use voice recognition. We simply assign each caller a code word, and we tell them never please lose that code word because that's all we'll ever be able to access you as.
And so the way it works is if you think your tip is the one that solved the crime, the caller calls back, you give them that code word, and Silent Witness will say, yes, that was your tip, you get the reward. Then they send that code word to a bank. You walk into that bank, you give the bank your code word, you get cash, you walk out the door. Never ID'd. Later in the show, Donald Trump in hot water again. What he did at a town hall that's causing some backlash. And one of the Valley's well-known haunted houses opening its doors, where you can kick off the Halloween season. And if you're looking for a job, a haunted house may be the way to go, where you can apply to be one